Hi everyone, welcome to this Naked Chat series, where we discussing more about technical analysis and all that has to do with analyzing the naked charts. All right, so do well to pay attention as we proceed. So I'd like you to take a guess today of what we're going to actually do. All right, so what am I going to teach you today? So take a guess. All right, either support or resistances. Sorry, I made a mistake here. Chart patterns or a trading strategy. All right, so whichever, choose one of them and comment it in the comment section. All right, I'd like to know what you guessed. All right, very important, guys. So support or resistances, chart patterns or a trading strategy. So I'll give you 5 seconds to guess that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so hope you guessed, and now you can comment that in this comment section like I said earlier. So let's proceed. Let's see who won the guess. Boom. Okay, so support and resistance, you won if you choose that. All right, so let's proceed, guys. So these are risk warning. Pause this, ensure you take a good look at it, understand it before proceeding. All right, so without wasting more time, let's get to it, guys. So here we are. We're going to be using the USD charts. All right, and we're going to be analyzing based on 3 time frames. All right, we're going to be using 2 higher time frames, which are also known as the HTF. I would like you to understand some trading terms now. All right, so HTF is higher time frame. All right, that's from the H1 all the way to the monthly, and then we have LTF, which is from the 30 minutes all the way to the M1 time frame. All right, so we're going to be analyzing 3 time frames today. We're going to be using the H1, the H4, and the M15. So let's start from the H4, for example. So I use these 2 vertical lines, to indicate from where to where we'll be analyzing. So normally you come into your MT4. For those that do not know, this is the MT4, the MetaTrader 4. And if you want to know how I have my chart like this, simply go to your properties or click on the press the F8, and then you have this pop-up. So please take a good look at my chart settings. All right, and then just copy this on your MT4, and then you'll have the same things. But if you want to get off your grid, it's just Ctrl G, or put it back, press the Ctrl G again, and it's going to, you have that back. So what do I do? The very first thing I do at any time frame to spot out supports and resistances is to zoom out to the maximum. All right, that way I will have, you can see it's very easier to spot out the highs and the lows. What are the highs? The peaks of the price, or the peak of the price at any at a given point of time. So you have that, this is the peak, this is the peak, there's another peak, there's another peak, there's another peak, and so on. All right, and the lows, these are the lows, these are the lows, these are all lows, another low, another low, and one here. So what do? We're going to be using the horizontal line to spot them out. I know that some people like to use the lines, just turn it to lines, right, to check out the support or resistance is easier also for them. But I prefer using the candles, right, because it's more practical. All right, I like working with candles from beginning to end. All right, so what we do is that we're going to try to join the most highs and the most lows. So you can see that we have a lot of lows here, so I'm going to put an horizontal line there, and then on the other hand you can see we have a lot of highs here, so I'm going to put one here. So you can see this line, actually put that up a bit. See, you can see that it joins a lot of highs together. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we continue like that. Here we have I think 4. Can you see that? Right, it's not necessary to join all of them together. We just want a region, a price region where we have a lot of them together. All right, and this is what we call a support turned into resistance. Can you see that? Price tested on it before, then broke off it, and then became a resistance. So that continues in the same fashion all the way down here. Can you see that? Can you see that? So we have this also, boom, and so on. So you could take a pause of this on this video and ensure that you fully understand what is going on. All right, join the most highs together and the most lows together. So you see here we have once so once okay, let's take one thing at a time, guys. So once you're done with this, zoom back in. All right, zoom back in. So what do we have here? Can you see that we have a lot? We have a major, we have a the price retest this major zone with supports and resistance as zones. They are not just lines, right? So you could equally use your rectangle to mark out, okay, I'm going to take it from this zone to this zone. Can you see that? And the price equally came back to retest it here. Can you see that? So that's valid. All right, So it's a zone, not just a line. So don't mind me using the horizontal line just so that you get it clearer and very simple fashion. All right, so we'll have it the price retest here, 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 and here. All right, and you can see this time this particular price zone too. All right, retested, broken, and then became a resistance. So you see price retested once, twice, three times, and four times. So if that continues, see here. All right, this is what we call a consolidation, guys. It's a market structure, all right, which will come up later. All right, so you have that, and that continues, and so on and so forth. So this is just a particular section of the market that analyze. Remember, so we can have that, every single way. So once you're done with that, I even prefer you using the rectangle tool to do that, because once you have that done, when you draw the rectangle tool from here to here, for example, it stays there, it doesn't continue all the way. So that way you have your support and resistance done here, and then you still have your clean chart here, and there's no line continuing all the way. All right, so that's it for the support and resistances. All right, hope you know how to draw your support and resistance on naked charts. All right, from now on. So that's on the H4. You have that on the same thing applies to the H1. And if you notice, what we drew on the H4 applies for all time frames. It's not just for the H4. As far as on the same chart, you can see coming down to the H1, you can see it's the same support and resistances. If you go to the 15 minutes, you can see it's the same support and resistances. I didn't draw a new one. You can see it's the same thing. So that's how we draw support and resistances for a particular currency pair. All right, do it from the like I showed you, we use the H4, all right, to get it for all of them. All right, so if I want to get support and resistance on the daily, I will have to actually do it afresh on the daily. But on the H4, once I do it on the H4, it applies the same all the way to the 15 minutes and to the 1 minute. All right, so hope this helped you to understand support and resistances. All right, thank you for following us, and have a nice day.